Welcome to the Future of Real Estate, Tulsa's source for local real estate news and information. I'm your host, Darryl-Baskin of the Baskin Real Estate Specialists at McGraw Realtors. We have a fantastic show for you today. Roof damage is a common problem for almost all home sellers in the Tulsa area. And if you're a homeowner, you've probably had a recent issue with your roof and wondering if you had damage. Well, here to tell us how to tell if you have damage, Jonathan Knapp, roofing expert with Royal Roofing. We're looking at some shingles here that have come off of a house. The new roof is going on in the background, Jonathan. How can you tell that this shingle has damage?
Well, this shingle has experienced severe hail damage. There are several things that we'll show you here. In broken tabs, punctured tabs, and severe granular loss.
Broken tab, that would be this corner right here that's...
Correct. From the hail impact, it actually broke the
edge of it
off. Yes, correct.
And other issues, I mean,
we have
they
some
look okay.
Well, they don't look too bad, but with the trained eye, you can tell that there's severe granular loss in the pitting here. Also, we have quite a few puncture impacts, which it actually punctures all the way through the shingle, which will create a leak eventually.
This isn't just a broken corner. This is not supposed to be cracked underneath here.
Correct, correct. This one's broken all the way through, and then you also have another puncture here as well. These punctures will lead to a leak eventually.
I see. So the water, I mean, the water's running down here, eventually is going to get underneath here, cause additional damage, and then
get all the way through the shingle. Correct.
A couple of years later, you have a leaking roof.
Correct. Yes, they won't necessarily leak right away unless you have just very, very severe damage, but they will cause problems for the future. Also, you can see that the asphalt is exposed here. So as soon as the asphalt becomes exposed to the ultraviolet light, it quickly deteriorates.
The asphalt being what is underneath the this gravel here on top.
It's the base material for the shingle. Correct.
So that is why you frequently told us when you walk around your house, if you see at the base of your guttering, you see excessive gravel coming off your shingles, that is showing that it's coming off the shingle, and now it's not protected from the weather as well. Correct. And you could be having a serious roof problem coming up.
Correct. The gravel is actually called the granules. The granules do a couple different jobs. They protect the asphalt from ultraviolet light. They also protect the shingles from abrasion and give them weight. So it's a very important aspect of the shingle. It's the part you see, but it's actually very important, does a very important role.
Well, if you are wondering if you have roof damage, you can call your insurance adjuster, but one of the things that they'll probably tell you to do is have a roofer come look at it. Call Royal Roofing at
398-6500.
Well, thank you very much, Jonathan. Good advice.
Thank you, Darryl.
Business owners, heads up. With landlords struggling in some cases to pay their bills, if you're leasing a retail space or even an office complex, what happens if your landlord defaults? Something you want to be careful of in your commercial lease is to have an agreement or a clause with that agreement with the landlord's lender. Because if that landlord steps in and takes over, you don't want a disruption in your business. If you need any specific advice on that issue, call my office at 918-258-2600. We used to not have to worry about it that much, but it's becoming a little more prevalent and something that you want to make sure you're covered with.